Okay guys, you're going to need the image of the sink, so you'll download that, and you'll need any of the other three, just one of them. So to download, remember you click on it, you need to click up here, open in a new window, and then you will download it, and it'll go to your downloads area, and then you can open it up in Photopea. So open, should be able to open from your Chromebook, go to your downloads, and you should see that image file. There it is. Okay, so what we're looking at is just color grading, changing the colors to create an effect. Sort of like I wanted to create the effect that the sink was in like a morgue. And you know, like you see that in movies, TV shows, and generally like a morgue might have some really blue, pale lighting. So I want to make some changes to this. So there's different ways to do this. I was going to show you some of the color adjustments. First one's hue saturation. Hue is going to adjust all of the colors just along a slider and shifting all of them towards blue, shifting all of them towards warm red, purple eventually, and back to blue. Saturation adjusts how intense the colors are. More intense colors, brighter colors, more gray colors all the way down to black and white. 100% usually gets really, really distorted looking. And it gives you a lightness, darkness box here you can adjust how light or dark the image is. So that's hue and saturation. We'll reset and close that. Another adjustment that we're going to look at, and this is one I want you to try to use, is color balance. Color balance gives you a little more fine control because you can adjust the shadows, midtones, and highlights independently. So what we're going to do is intensify the blue, and green is going to go down a little bit. So you can play around with these, more green, less green. Actually, we'll raise the green up just a little bit. And then we will lower the red just a little bit. So we're kind of like take some of the red out of the image. And that was just the shadows. So we need to do that for all of these. And the difference here is, see, you're not shifting all of the colors at the same time. You're just kind of shifting some of them. So you can kind of play around a little bit with these sliders and see what you think looks good. And then finally highlights, more blue, a little more green, a little less red. Overdo it and it just gets really, really, really blue. I just want to give it a slight blue tone. Okay, now let's undo that just to get an idea how much it changed. Big change. So one other adjustment I wanted to show you, I'm going to undo that again. One last one, there is an adjustment, and you'll see photo filter. Photo filter gives you different color filters, and so you pick the color here that you want. I wanted to do something that's probably about like this kind of bluish, blue green, almost like a teal color. And this is the intensity of the color, darkness of the color. I want it pretty intense. We'll try that. Okay, there's just pretty much the same effect I was going for, and that way I just did it with one click. You can adjust the intensity of that filter, so how much it actually changes. And so once you've done that, I want you to save it. And remember, you need to make sure you save as JPEGs. So you're always turning in JPEGs. So where it says save as, make sure you save as JPEG or export as JPEG. And make sure that says JPEG, save it, and then you'll have the colorized one to turn in. The other part of the assignment, after you do that, is to just open any of the other images. So here is another one. I want you to try a different color adjustment. Just play around with some different adjustments and think about what you could go for, like more warm colors. Take the blue out, turn the red up. Maybe this is like you want to create like almost like a really hot looking night. A lot of red light or something, almost like it's lit by firelight. So it gives you some control over the colors. Highlights, shadows, change all of them. If it's a darker image, then the shadows are going to make a bigger difference. If it's a lighter image, then the highlights will make a bigger difference. And just play around with the colors and try to go for like a warm purple. Other effects might be more like purple, so that would be turning up the red, turning up the blue, turning down the green. You could try a green effect, turning up the green, turning up the blue, turning down the red. Kind of like a sickly light if you wanted something, or like kind of like a magical light. So lots of things you can do here. All right, so you're going to upload 2 images to this assignment for 10 points each. And that's it. Thanks.